Oops, really? Hello, hello. I just dropped a card. Of course I did. Hold on. Give me 1 minute. Right when I push the play button, of course, the card goes falling under my chair. Oh, okay. So hello, everybody. It is the new moon today, this morning. I think it was around 7:30 my time. We had the new moon in Aries. And in the Freedom Coding group, we have um, a whole list of people that ask for their tarot card pull. If you're here, I also have the chat going. So if you're here with me live, you can ask for a card too. I'm watching the screen here. But meanwhile, um, I'm sorry. There we go. So this is like the new moon that I think is people are freaking out over it because we haven't had one like this with all these different planets in the same house of Aries. It is really the universe telling you, pull it together, do what you're here to do. Do what you're here to do. And some people are like, what am I here to do? And other people are like, yes. And you just kind of need that forward push. I mean, I know I personally have also felt not a whole lot of momentum until about March this year. And now that we're nearing the end of April, it's even more. So, yeah, I feel like the messages are going to be hopefully all giving you the guidance that you're looking for. And I just did it again. So, hold on. Okay. So, we're going to start with this is my long introduction. Hi, I'm Jenny Friedman. And I'm going to do tarot card pulls today for you guys. And like I said, I'm on live. If you would like to join me here, just come on in the chat and tell me your name or say, yes, I would love a card pull. So we're going to start with, let me look here, all comments. In the Facebook group, you know, is where I ask the question, like, who would like their card pulled? So when you're watching this, you have already seen probably you're watching this from having been in the group and said yes, so I'm delivering here. So we got on the docket first is, let's see who was absolutely first, but we're going to start with Dawn Mays. Dawn Mays, what is her new moon message for this time? We are entering a wild ass season. So there's a portal opening for you where you're going to be invited to surrender or get knocked down on your ass. um, basically, Dawn, surrender. There's this new opening. Okay, it's a new opportunity for you, and this over so I can see if anybody comes in and you guys are in the chat. Just feel free to say I want a card, and I will get to you. This new portal, Dawn, is it's open, like it's there for you to take advantage of, but you have to surrender to the process. Like this is basically overthinking is getting in your way. And so right now, if you can recognize, oh, that's me overthinking it, let me just surrender to the process, just keep moving through the process, keep touching it, doing what you need to do. If there's something you need that you know you need to do, just like you need to stop overthinking and you need to just do what you need to do. But it's telling you that the antidote to your problem is to surrender. Like allow things to be messy, allow it to feel like like free fall, because the universe has you, got your back. So, but it can't help you if you don't surrender. If you insist on thinking that you know how to do what you need to do, it will continue to be very hard. Hope that makes sense. So let's continue here. That was Dawn. Next is Claudia. Okay, Claudia, let's do Claudia's new moon reading. First card out is transformation. So you're being invited to transform. Surrender. Oh, wow. Or else it's not, if you don't change, this is going to be a rough road. There's something you need to change. Let me just see if I can clarify that. You guys see, I'm putting the cards back like different places and shuffling. So I don't know. That's the second person in a row with surrender. Surrender is your solution. In other words, allow in the guidance. What's going to help you? Can you just give one card to help Claudia understand maybe what areas she's. Okay, Claudia, it looks like someone's trying to help you. You're getting messages of people trying to offer you opportunities, and you're sitting on them, you're thinking about them, you're not acting upon them. So I would say you're being invited to listen to the messages that are being brought to you. Like they're being brought to you for a reason. They're opportunities. Okay, Maria Rosa. Let us shuffle and see what's available for Maria. Maria. So right now, this is about probably something creating stability in your world. You're going to want to investigate a little more about some things you can do that are about opportunities you can take advantage of to create more stability. So with your family too, like this is a Four of Wands. So this it's sometimes thought of as the marriage card, but like I also just look at it as like, you see the family's happy here, and you see that this is about stability. So you're getting a message to go inward um, about opportunities. So kind of similar to Claudia, but a little different. Okay. So it may be like opportunities in your home, opportunities in your local environment. Okay. Beck. Let's do Beck. Beck, Weaver. What message do we have for the new moon for Beck Weaver? Okay, Beck. Hmm. Right. You have a lot of mental things going on in your head. You're thinking, and this doesn't feel good. Um, this is having to do with your stability, and you're just worried. So you see, when we see these cards, you see all these swords, guys. This is a lot of thinking and overthinking and worry and like, oh no, and like that's not good energy to be sitting in, because remember, whoever you're being is what you're pulling into you to reinforce who you are. So if you're being the person who feels maybe stabbed in the back or just down for the count, or you're just overthinking things and you're worried about stability, um, that worry is going to be what you get back, more things to worry about with stability. Instead of sitting there and being like, I know you're not going to fake it and say, I'm stable when you're not, but, or in some area like, health or whatever. Swords are also have to do with like the law and legal cases. So it could be also that you're feeling a certain way about that. But in this new moon, let's just see so wait, that's the issue. What's the solution? What's she need to about this? There's money involved with this, big money, legacy money. So it's worth you, if you ask me, it's worth you getting out of your head and into action to make it the things known that you need to make known. All right. Because there's a lot of money on the line here. All right. Let's do Amanda Taylor. Okay, Amanda. Amanda, what's new moon card pull for Amanda? Again, if you're live and watching me guys, you can put down in the chat, me, I want a card. I'm doing card pulls. New moon. Let's see. Okay, Amanda, this has to do with your authority. Okay. And legacy wealth, money, I'm getting the feeling it's property. And you're getting two different people telling you two different things. I'm going to guess that this has to do with you're the one who's in charge. This new moon is inviting you to stop outsourcing. Like other people can't decide for you or know more than you about you. You know what you're here to do. You know what you need to do, probably because it's showing you as an authority. Step into the role of being sovereign authority, okay, for your own life and self. Okay, so let's go, Fiona. Fiona Kent. What does she need to know for this new moon? Fiona. Fiona in Australia. Okay. Fiona, it looks like this is a time for you to, okay, you're going to be feeling the juggle of all the things. You know, pentacles we think of as money, but pentacles are also just a dense, tangible thing. So you could be just, this could be tasks, work, chores, things that you need to do in the material realm. Okay. And you're just doing all, you're juggling all the things that you're doing because they're tied to your income or resources somehow. However, the key here is you have got to show up with more authority. You know why you're doing these things, but does everybody else? People can't join a mission that they don't feel and hear and see for themselves. When you shine in your authority, expressing all of this energy here, then people get it. And then you won't be juggling probably as much as my guess. But this is the key here is that you need to take ownership and also share from a place of sovereign authority. I mean, do you guys hear a theme? Do we hear the theme? This is what we're being invited to do in this new earth, right? So that's for you, Fiona. Next is Betty. Betty Gottwald in Poland. Betty, I miss you, Betty. How are you? Must be well. And you're little. Betty, what does Betty need to know for this new moon time in Aries? What does Betty need to know? All right, Betty, you're entering a new cycle. Hmm. It's a new cycle coming in. It could be something you've already done before, and you're weighing up, do I need to do this again or not? I think you're going to be moving forward, but that's what's probably on your mind is like, oh, I see this new cycle, this new, when things come around, they rhyme more than they repeat. Do not think because you're doing something you've done before or repeating a cycle that the outcome will be the same. Usually it'll be similar or some elements of it will be similar, but it'll be different. It's going to be new. This is the wheel of fortune. It's just like cycles and changes and then new experiences. So when you're weighing it, are you weighing old at like, oh, well, when I did it before, this happened and this happened? Notice she's blind. She thinks she can think all she wants, but until you charge forward, you cannot know. You need to go for it. That's what I think. Go for it, Betty. Run, Betty, run. You can do it. All right. Let's see. Then we have Annie. Okay, Annie, Annie Powers. She would like to know what's in store for her with this new full moon. Okay. Ooh, so there's some kind of relationship that you are being invited into. So often this card is about romantic relationships, but not always. And oftentimes when I get this card, and I've gotten this card a lot recently, it's just about relationships of all sorts. So don't get hung up thinking it's romance necessarily, because This is telling me you have many bright prospects in your sphere of influence. So these are relationships, existing relationships you already have, or new relationships you'll meet of the people around you. This is not a romantic relationship. This is just all the people around you. And you're going to want to go forward in an, this card keeps coming up for you guys. Move forward. You're perfectly positioned now. You've got the tools to move forward in some creative, probably entrepreneurial endeavor. It's wands, right? Wands is usually opportunities that can help you, right? So don't be looking, you don't have to go outside of your, of your familiar spaces. This is telling you you have people all around you. That's interesting, right? That's good to know too. Instead of thinking everything is so far away or in another country or whatever, we're talking about local environments here. So nice, nice. All right. Yes. Moving forward boldly. That was the last card, Annie. Right. So Alicia, let's do Alicia. Okay, Alicia. Alicia. Oh, oh, oh. Alicia. What does Alicia need to know for noon? You have a choice to make, girlfriend. It's a choice. Okay, your higher self is involved. And it may remind you of things, ideas that didn't work in the past. This is a lot of mental spin. Notice the swords. You've got two swords here. Again, this is coming up for several of you guys. You cannot logic your way in this season. Forget it. You need to feel your way through this. You need to allow in the discomfort. Stop thinking of the past and what didn't work. That will not help you. It will actually literally hurt you. So knock it off. I say with love, right? All right, let's put those back. And we got Chardonnay. And let's see, is anybody here? Okay, Chardonnay. Chardonnay wants to know, what can she do for her new moon? What messages does Chardonnay have? Well, this is about being an entrepreneur, Chardonnay. Straight up, entrepreneur says yes, yes, yes. It's how you'll make money. So if you've been on the fence wondering, should I be doing something else? I would take this as a big sign that you need to be in an entrepreneurial way. Now, entrepreneur for me means anything that requires an exchange of money for your time or services, right? People are paying you for your expertise or your knowledge or your associations. Like, I've been doing some affiliate marketing as, with it, making money, where I didn't have to create everything on my own. I literally have these beautiful master classes and things so that people can double their income, triple their income, 10 times their income this year. From one of my mentors, she's doing it for free. So I'm sharing it with people. But guess what? If someone signs up, I make money off that. Plus, I have my own programs. So you might want to think about that. Is it saying entrepreneur? Yes. The entrepreneur doesn't necessarily just mean coaching. I'm a coach, but I also do this. I do a million things, right? Entrepreneurs are flexible and fun, do a bunch of stuff. So think about how you can expand your entrepreneurial, right? Okay, so next we've got Becky. Okay, Becky, let's do Becky. New moon card pull for Becky. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right, Becky. Buckle up, Buttercup. So it looks like this is like you looking at the spilled milk and not, right? I'm like, this isn't working. Please, why? Right. And back here, there's stuff that would work, but your focus is on what's spilled milk. And you can't get the spilled milk back in the container. This is a season though, not focus. I mean, this is saying basically like maybe even in the past, right? But you're entering a space right now where your dreams are going to come true. And I shouldn't say that so broadly. This is like maybe a specific wish that you have. This is Toast in Cups. You're going to have a reason to celebrate coming up soon. And it has to do with your higher self. I'm going to ask for a little more clarification. Can you give us like any clues as to what this is about? So you're having an opportunity come in, knight in shining armor energy with you. This could be with your hubby, because this is oftentimes thought as a romantic relationship. This is, energy moving in. This is opportunity, energy, full steam ahead. Like, here you go. It feels good. It feels right. There's a huge feeling component here because of the cups. It's emotional for you. It's not mental. I want you to really hear me. It's not what you're thinking. It's in relationship to others. So think about that, because your focus, where it has been not where it needs to be, there's a reason you're going to celebrate. Look at all this cup. It's all cups in your higher self. So, in your intuition, right? So, I would say you really want to stop thinking and start feeling and allow the feelings to inform you of truth. I hope that's helpful. All right, Shanna Banana. How you doing, Shanna? Okay. Newman card pull for Shanna. 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 Okay, Shanna. I feel like you get this a lot, right? So it's showing me that, your stability in your home, husband, marriage, having something here where there's a lot of opportunity and flow. There's something cyclical about this. So, focus on home, focus on the stability, focus on your marriage, focus on this relationship. Let's see. Let's ask. Because this is a king of pentacles, so it has to do a little bit with money or some material something. Could be health. Could be health. Okay, what else can you clarify here? Because this is a little vague. What are we talking about? What's the message here? The message is your loving relationship. There is success and money. I don't know if this is alluding to you having to make sure that you set yourself up for the future in terms of your relationship. You have success and you have money. And this is all about something to do, I would say, with your significant other. So if there's something that action needs to be taken, that like this could be getting an NDR in place or a power of attorney, or I mean, you didn't get any swords, so it doesn't mean it's legal, but it's like something to set up stability having to do with your relationship, your money within the relationship. Hope that's helpful. Okay, Ursula. All right, Ursula. Ursula in Ireland. Ursula. What does Ursula need to know for the new? Okay. Well, uh, okay. It's interesting. I'm going to tell you this, Ursula. You've got, I always think of this card like moving on up, like doing better, like moving on to something better, moving past and beyond. And see, this guy's like going down the road. He's leaving things that are working. He's like, I know it's working, but I want something more. I want more. This is like a card of ambition, wanting more, being willing to leave things that, even though there's nothing broken, but saying, I'm done with that. So this isn't leaving because there's a problem. It's leaving because you just simply want more. Like this isn't good enough. It's even more than not good enough. It's just you just want more. It could be you're just tired of it or you're just ready to expand into new opportunities. And there is a male figure here. This could be you growing into the king of love, right? With your heart. Are you doing high heart practice? Like what are you doing that has to do with your heart and heart coherence? To me, it's telling you nothing. It's looking like you're chilled out, taking a break. This could be translated as a man who you love passed away, but then what would, that doesn't really fit in what I'm saying here. So I'm really thinking these are all you and that or a man that's close to you or something that but you're this is like you're taking a time out. This is not the time for time out. I will tell you now, and this is everyone watching. Do not take a time out right now, guys. When you have all these 7 or 8 planets like in one house of action and forward movement, do not take a break right now, or you will feel stuck for 2 years. Do you want that? No, you don't want that. So you just gotta decide. But I'm gonna look again and say, Ursula, what's the remedy to get her out of this like not moving forward thing? You've got to transform. It's telling you. You cannot get there from here. This guy's showing up again. All of your opportunities will flow when you change yourself. And there's something here that needs to be changed. I'm guessing you probably know what it is. But if I had to say based on the cards, it looks like you need to stop doing the thing that you're comfortable with because it works, because there's better waiting for you. You just have to be willing to leave your comfort zone and go get it. Hope that was helpful. Rena! Hey, Rena. Let's see what Rena has in store for her. New moon messages from Aries. Rena. Oh, okay. Hold up. Hold. There's a lot, Rena. Hold on. I don't like it when it does. We're gonna try again. Let's do the cards that we need so that Rena can know what guidance is available to her right now in this. Okay. For you, stuff is flowing out. It's timing. In this next month, you're gonna change it's a new cycle. You're going into new cycle. I'm not taking this as your cup overfloweth right now. I think what's happening is it's more of a cycle of overflow is coming in. You're going to be recognized. I'm going to pull another card. So what for what? What's she got to focus on here? What's the recognition about? You two are moving on. There's things that you do that work, but if you keep staying in the comfort zone, you have to move. Notice these cups some of them are upright and some of them have fallen. You've done what you've done. You've learned, this works, this doesn't work. I know. And it's almost an energy of transformation, but it's not starting over. You're going to be recognized for things. And it's kind of inviting you, I think, to hone in on exactly what's working best and let some other stuff go. Is there one more card? Actually, let me just do this. I know Rena likes pendulums, so let's see. Can you show us yes? Show us no. Does Rena need to let some of the things that are working for her, does she need to let them go right now? No. Oh, I'm misreading that then. Okay. It says moving up and higher and better. Is this just a new cycle when she gets the recognition? Yes. Is it doing exactly what she's doing right now? No. So there is something about a new cycle changing. Let's get let's see. So if it's not letting go of something you're doing right now that's working, what are we talking about? It's something you did in the past that's working, and maybe you stopped doing it, and it's telling you to move forward by something you did in the past that worked really well. Keep that, and maybe some of the newer things that you adopted but aren't doing as well, let those go. Let me ask, is that the more, does Rita need to go back to something that was working really well? Oh my gosh, look, I just noticed there's sunflowers in this card. And I know your big thing is sunflowers. Ooh. So does Rena need to go back to something in the past that was working really well? Her joy? Yes. And then let go of some of the newer things that she cycled into her offerings but just aren't really, is that correct? No. Does she need to let go of anything? Okay, so I'm wrong. You're just going to keep going up, getting better and better. You're going to be more and more recognized because she's also going to focus a little bit on bringing that thing from the past back in. Yeah. Okay. All right. So you actually don't need to release anything, but I do think you need to start back up something that you maybe let slide or something that brought you a lot of joy, a lot of good feelings, and it's something you used to do and love, and maybe just get more into that and mix it into the fold of the things that are as you move up and onward. So interesting. Yeah, that eight was like a little sticky. It's like, can you show me just one more card that would be better, more appropriate than that eight of cups, like for Rena? What what you're trying to, the message for her? If it wasn't eight of cups, what would be the better way to look at it? In my mind, I'm thinking nine of cups, but what should the cards say? No. Okay. The card of worry. Okay. If you're gonna let go of anything, let go of the worry. Not really what you're doing, it's what you're thinking. So that you can move up and onward. Okay. Boy, that was a little interesting. I hope it was helpful. All right, Stacy, we got Stacy. Stacy would like, Stacy, welcome home after your birthday and everything. I hope you had a very happy birthday. Let's see. And a good trip. I don't even know if you're back yet, but here you are. Stacy, yes, please. Stacy, also, a lot of you are getting this eight of cups. Okay. And it's also an end of a cycle, something to do with maybe home. It's a new cycle. Something with home is ending. And so you're moving ahead with your money making endeavors. You're moving up, you're feeling positive and good, and you're working through things. This horse, though, he's not, he's pretty, I mean, he's a little stable, right? He's not full steam ahead kind of guy. It is an action card. It's take action when it comes to money. Okay, so this is interesting. So you get a message about opportunity and, opportunity like in your business. And you get the magician, but he's upside down. You've got to become this guy. You're right now, it's like this. We want you to become the magician for your own self. So notice what's here. I think there's a lot of opportunity with your infinite wealth and LG links and everything, because notice the infinity symbol. There's some opportunity here. Is this telling Stacy, let's ask, is this telling Stacy, well, show us a yes, show us a no. Is this telling Stacy, this magician telling Stacy that she's got the power to make things happen? She's the magician in her own life? Maybe. not the full thing. Can you give me another card to clarify then? This magician card for Stacy? Please clarify the magician card. It's not all up to you. Yeah, okay. So Stacy has people in her life, and this is not all up to her. Is that what you're trying to say? That she's moving up and onward, a lot of this is up to her making this happen, but she also has help now, it's not just all up to her being the magician? Very still. Can you look over these cards and tell us the message for Stacy that she's in a new space and to embrace having people help her? Yeah. You gotta let some people and it's not all up to you. It is up to you, but you have help. Hope that's helpful. And last but not least, we have Rona. Okay, let me put these back in. I like to mix it up, and I also shuffle. Okay. So for Rona, what is her full moon, I mean, new moon message for this time we're in Aries? And I'm so happy to see a lot of you in my, today was the last class of the identity choice, the red pillow repeat. That was fun, right? So I have really exciting news coming out next week for you guys. I will come on and tell you about it, but for right now, let's finish this up. Rona, new moon message for Rona. Dun dun dun. Okay. So Rona, it's a little bit like Stacy, right? Even though I shuffled and everything. I mean, you have a Knight of Swords. So this is action when it comes to truth and moving forward in a new truth. You've got so many things going on, all these options. And I would say, like, this is your business, and maybe this is an affiliate opportunity, and this is a relationship, and that's a vacation, and this is a person you love. And like, you have all these things going on, right? But you're the one who makes it happen. Like Stacy, this magician, but this magician came in upright. Again, I do see the infinity symbol and think that's interesting, but you know, the magician is the guy who makes things happen. It's action from a very whole self perspective, right? Like you're almost pulling it out. People don't even know how because you're tuned in, right? The magician knows all his tricks. You know all your tricks. Can you clarify this magician for Rona, please? Let's have one clarifier here to let her know what we're talking about. You make your own opportunities and chances and luck. You make it all happen. So you're the one making this happen. It's not happening to you. So I get the message coming in. The cards aren't saying, but I feel like you need to really step into it's not authority as much as authenticity and sovereignty. You are your own authority, and it's a new cycle where you can get to be the magician and you get to make the things happen. You don't have to be playing by these old rules that were like, oh, a little time for this, and a little time for this, and a little time for this. Like, no, you get to decide maybe this will be like 80% of my time, 5% of my time, 10% of my time, 2% of my time. Like you can break it up. You don't have to create balance with, you know, equal halves or equal parts. Um, I don't know why that came to me, but hope that was helpful. And so we are done, guys. Let me just look and see if anybody else came. Nope. So we're all good. So I want you to have a really good, you know, like take advantage of this opportunity right now for next 24 hours. Where can you move forward in a very uncomfortable way? Because that's going to be what you need to do. You need to surrender and allow it to be uncomfortable as it's coming in this new world. It's going to be great. So, I will see you next week. and talk to you later. Bye. Oh, if you do see this video later and you want to put in the comments, I want a card, I will come back and give you a card. You can tag me at Jenny Codes. Okay?